Hey there, Jose Mejia with New Home Programs. One thing I wanted to talk to you about today was homesteading a property and non-homesteading a property. Now, if you're listening to this video, you could be one of two people. You could be someone that's already purchased a house, and you could be someone that's looking to purchase a home sometime in the near future. And the reason why this is important to you is because it has a lot to do with what you could potentially be paying on a home in terms of a mortgage. If you didn't know already, when you're going to have a mortgage, you're going to be paying principal, interest, property taxes, right? Homeowners insurance, potentially mortgage insurance, and maybe an HOA. The HOA is typically paid separately from the mortgage payment. But the one thing you do want to focus on for the point of this video is the property taxes. Now, sometimes we don't understand exactly what that means to us, not just so much in payment, but in purchasing power when we're looking for a house. When you get pre-approved, typically a lender will give you a pre-approval letter, and let's say they give you a letter for $200,000. They've estimated a payment to calculate that purchasing price of $200,000, and that at that point you go out and you look for a house for $200,000, right? And sometimes what it can happen is that when you're looking at a property for $200,000, what we don't realize is that the property taxes are high on that property. And the reason why this could happen is because the property taxes are classified as non-homestead. Now, what this means, homestead and non-homestead. A homestead home that basically a property that has a non-homestead classification is when somebody hasn't lived in the property within the past year. The county, whatever their property may reside in, maybe it might be Pasco County, Hillsborough, Pinellas. Basically, the owners of that company or of that house has told the county that they don't qualify for some of the additional exemptions and discounts that that county has to offer for that sole purpose that they don't live in the home, right? And then you have the actual people who are selling the houses that have registered their property as homestead, keeping those property taxes level down. Now, when you go out to a property and you're looking at this house and you see it's not homestead, it's because the taxes are higher. It could very well be that if you look for a property that's $200,000 and the non-homestead property taxes are high, it could very well be that it might take you out of your budget of what you can qualify for in terms of a mortgage payment. Now, I understand it could be a little bit tricky because you're looking at this house of $200,000, and you're saying the bank gave me a pre-approval letter for $200,000. Why is it that I can't qualify for this house? Well, essentially, what the bank actually pre-approved you for was a mortgage payment for $200,000. So let's say for hypothetical, or for just for the purposes of giving you an example, let's say that payment is $1,300 a month, including everything: principal, interest, property taxes, and insurance, right? And that's how they equated a $200,000 purchase price of a house. Now, you find this physical house or the property and you like it, and the actual property taxes are actually higher than what was estimated when you got that pre-approval letter. And let's just say that it's $50 a month higher or $600 more a year. And therefore it brings your payment up to $1,350 for a $200,000 house with a higher property taxes. The bank's going to come back to you and say, hey, this is a little bit more of a payment than what I first suggested. This payment's not going to work. Okay, so you got to be ready for that. When you're out looking for properties, ask yourselves, is this property under a non-homestead or a homestead classification with property taxes? Because that could make or break the deal. And the last thing that you want to do is fall in love with a house and not know if it's going to work for you. All right. I hope this helps for somebody. Probably a second tip that I can give for actual homeowners is that if you purchased your home in 2017 and you haven't been to the county to register yourselves as the owner occupant, make sure that you do, because we don't want to see those property taxes rise and you miss out on keeping a nice manageable payment for yourself. All right. I hope this helps somebody, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon and making more videos. Talk soon.